As part of the morning routine because we have a lot to get to. Welcome to Today on 5 on your Tuesday. I'm Mike Trim, joined by WPTV First Alert meteorologist Kati Hall. Okay, so overnight and leading into this morning, we've seen it develop into a Category 3 hurricane.
Yeah, a major hurricane now. Winds at 115 miles per hour. To get a Cat 3, you need 111. So we are at that major Category 3 status, and it is now moving over Cuba. And we do expect landfall sometime this morning in the Cuba area. Let's take a look at the satellite picture. Again, Cuba right over here, and you can see the storm moving right on it. We are starting to see a little bit of an eye. Typically, we actually don't see an eye until major hurricane status, so that's just something to think about. But you can definitely see an eye right there starting to move over Cuba. Some of these outermost feeder bands pushing into our state here, and we are looking at some heavy downpours to continue kind of on and off over the next few days, at least through about, I think, early Friday morning or so. So here's a look at Viper radar. You can see some heavy downpours across the Keys and southwest Florida. In fact, over the last couple of hours, there were a couple of tornado warnings issued for parts of the Keys, and that's a possibility throughout the next couple of days here. Some of these outer feeder bands could produce some brief spin-ups. Temperatures running in the mid to upper 70s, low 70s in Okeechobee. We do have a little bit of rain coming on down this morning, so some slick roadways. I know as I was driving into work this morning, it was pretty wet out there, so take it easy if your travels take you on the roadways this morning. Heavy rainfall still moving across parts of South Florida. Eventually, some of this lifting up to the north, that deep tropical moisture pushing into the area. Here's a look at the latest track on Hurricane Ian from the National Hurricane Center. It's expected to strengthen even more sometime this evening as it moves into the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, approaching Tampa, Sarasota as a Category 3 storm. Could move onshore late Thursday into late Wednesday into early Thursday morning, and then starting to move up towards North Florida as we head into the weekend forecast, weakening as it moves in that direction. Here's a look at the spaghetti model. Still a couple of outliers here, but most of the models in good consensus with taking this storm near Tampa over the next few days. Even though the center, Mike, will stay away from us, we're still going to be dealing with some heavy downpours at times, even some isolated tornadoes, and we'll take a closer look at that coming up in just a few minutes here.